It is never a good idea to force a child with autism to do something. It can backfire. And when I say it can backfire, I'm speaking out of experience. Let's get into the video. Hey family, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, hi, I'm AutismMom, and on this channel we talk about autism and everything in between. If you'd like to be part of the family, click that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. So, I saw a video on TikTok. Take a look.
Over real quick.
Yeah, go fast. Here, back up. Let him run.
He doesn't want to get in. Why are you hitting him?
Yeah, I'm recording. Still recording.
Stop hitting him. Stop hitting him.
She's about to follow him again.
No, because like, why is she hitting him? Like, okay, that's your son, but he don't want to get in the water.
Now, what do you, as a parent of a child with autism or an aunt, uncle, immediate family member, think of that video? Leave it in the comments below. Let's get that discussion started. I don't think it's a good idea to force a child with special need to do something because you as a parent know they have sensory issues. Not only that, the mother was hitting him because he didn't want to go into the water. That made me think, how do you treat this child behind closed doors if you're doing that to him in public? You know your child has autism. He might have sensory issues. And you keep thinking because you want him to do it, he should do it. But let me tell you a story. My son was 3 or 4 years old when I realized he really likes water. For safety reasons, I decided to put him into swimming lessons. I vetted the swimming instructors, picked one who had years of experience with kids with autism, took him to his first swimming class, and that's where things took a turn. My son loved water. She told him come in the pool. He went. No, he wasn't afraid. He wasn't scared or anything. He went. She did a couple of walks with him in the water, and the next thing she she dipped his head under the water and up. And he started screaming like he was dying. Then she started to show him that take a deep breath and I'm gonna put your head underwater. He was not grasping the concept. That's why he has that thing until today. If you look at some of our videos, he puts the water in his mouth and because that's where he learned that from, and it never went away again. So now every time he's in water, he'll take up water in his mouth and I can't stop him from doing it. He just keeps doing it. She kept doing that and sticking his head underwater. We had to cut, to make a long story short, we had to cut that swimming lesson that day. And that was his only day that he went. Because the next week when he was supposed to go, I told his dad about it. We didn't like the way he was screaming. He was all over the place. The whole pool was staring at them. She had traumatized my son. The next week when I took him back, even the sight of the pool scared him. He saw the pool. He started having a meltdown. He was going nuts. He was going bonkers. Meltdown on top of meltdown. He was screaming. We could not get him in that pool. And I didn't force him to go either. I saw that it traumatized him. And I told her, we will not be coming in the pool and we will not be taking any more lessons. That was the only lesson he took. Why am I telling you this story? It took me 2 summers to get my son to go in another pool again. My son that loved water. You see, he can't live without water. Everywhere we go, there has to be water. It took me 2 summers to get him back on track. How did I get him back on track? Not by dragging him in the pool and beating him into going into the pool. No. We went to the pool. I set him next to me on the step, and I went in the water and left him on the step. Because just by sitting on the step, like how your son was sitting on the edge, he was scared. And I wanted him to overcome his fear. I did put a swimming vest on him, I'm not crazy. But I went into the pool and left him on the step. And we did that every day, the whole summer. He would just go to the pool to sit on that step. In a week or so of sitting on the step, he went a step down, dipped his toe in the water. The whole week, that's what he did. That one step, he went down with his foot in the water. The next week, 1 step down. After the 2nd step, that was the limit for him, I guess. He was not going any further. That's how he went in the water all summer. Next summer, I did the same thing. Sat him back on the step. After 1 week of going down the step with his foot in his water, he started holding on to the middle. There was a handlebar in the middle of the step. And then tipping with his foot to see how far he could go, and then climb back up. Go back down, tip with his foot to see how far he could go, come back up. The following month of that summer, he started holding on to the side of the pool and walking down into the pool by himself. That's how he overcame his fear of water, after me trying to do something right but actually traumatizing him with it. I'm saying this to say, our kids have sensory issues. As we know, the spectrum is a circle with different things on it. Some kids might like water, some may not. No 2 kids with autism are the same. What works for one does not work for the other. That's what sensory issues are. So there are some reasons why they might be uncooperative. Some reasons are difficulty understanding the instructions. Don't make it too complicated. Too many instructions. Instructions are too hard. Instructions are too vague. Difficulty with social interaction and communication. Sensory issues. Fixed ideas and behavior. And escaping unpleasant situations. Let's get into the sensory issues. Autistic children are sometimes uncooperative when they're asked to do something they don't like because of sensory issues. For example, going into a noisy shop or eating foods with particular textures in it. But you, as a person that is not autistic, let me show you what it's like for a child with autism that has sensory issues. Here's the video.
Six, 7, 8, 9.
Take my hand.
I'm not naughty. I'm autistic. And I just get too much information.
So guys, I hope this video was helpful, that you can see it from both sides. What that mom did to that child is unacceptable. That's child abuse. You're scarring that child for life. You're bringing a whole new phobia upon that child. But not only that, you're beating him to do what you want. But I don't want to know what you do to him behind closed doors. But that's not the way to go about it. As a special need parent, your child don't even have to be special need to know that that's not the way to go about it. Don't do that. But I just wanted to open the door for you to see how a child with autism sees the world when they go into somewhere. And to the person that made that sensory video, I thank you, because that's the only way we as people that don't have autism can understand what goes through their mind. I hope this video was helpful, and I'll catch you in the next one.